and depending on what the schedule allows, we may hear from one or two other sports. A couple of things to share with you, if you don't follow us closely on our website or Twitter or some other way. First of all, OCU baseball, we swept a nice 4-game series from Lubbock Christian this weekend, and the baseball team is now ranked #1 in the country. So our coach, who has been reporting to you each month how bad our team is, we had a staff meeting this morning, we gave him a hard time. An event upcoming that I hope you'll think about and plan to join us for is the Jim Wade Awards Banquet. That's scheduled for Sunday, April 28th. We hold that in Abe Lemon's Arena right on the gym floor. The Jim Wade Awards it's just the highest award that we have in athletics at OCU. We recognize one member of each OCU athletic team as our Jim Wade Award winner. Some of you know General Jim Wade. Some of you have seen his name on our baseball stadium and in other places on our campus, but he's just a guy who's really been important to us. He is the guy that we hope these young women will become when they grow up. We hope they'll grow up to be just like General Wade. So it's Sunday, April 28th, 1 o'clock. Tickets are $15, and if you're interested in attending, talk to Melody Seeley, give her a call or an email, and she will get you squared away with tickets. But it's a really fun event. Among other things, part of what I really like about it is it is the one day of the year that we really get to see our kids not in sweatpants and they're dressed up and they look nice, and it's a nice reminder that they're really great kids, and we're very fortunate to work with them. Okay, well that's enough news. I think our coaches have more news to share with you, and obviously we kind of need to explain this extravagant display that we have here. So we are going to start by getting an update on how our weekend went at the National Cheerleading and Dance Championships in Daytona Beach. And here to give us our update, welcome the National Stunt Coach of the Year, our head coach, Brandy Corcoran. She can yell really well, so she doesn't need that.
Thank you. First of all, I want to start by thanking everybody, especially women's basketball, men's basketball, and volleyball, who have to work around all of our scheduling and trying to take care of all that, because we have had a lot of scheduling issues with everything we've had this year, and we obviously couldn't be where we are without trying to find a practice facility. So I think that we've developed a good little working relationship together on how to juggle this, and it's very appreciated. So I want y'all to know that as well. I want to start by giving you yours, because you haven't gotten to receive it yet. I talked about it last time I was here, that Jim Abbott received Athletic Director of the Year for Stunt. I wish I would have recorded the speech, because they said so many wonderful things about him, but the thing that I remember most that everyone continued to talk about was that Jim is the type of athletic director that everybody wants to work for in the world of cheerleading and Palm, because he actually cares and treats it like a sport and goes to bat for what you need done. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I came to OCU from OU in 08, is because he said he was going to take it serious and we were going to do this together, and we have every step of the way. So he's just seeing this on his phone. He got to see it a second ago saying that, but Jim did receive Athletic Director of the Year, and if we could give him a round of applause. Yeah, that was probably much better than me standing there with a trophy down there with the staff.
I'd really like to thank
we had the most wonderful weekend ever. It was very rewarding for all of us, and we had this morning, we had pictures with the entire program, and Rich came up early at 7 a.m. to take all of them so we could try to work our schedule and get it done, and it was great. The kids themselves were wonderful. We started off the trip by canceling 61 flights and us not knowing how we were going to get there, and we finished up coming home trying to figure out how to disassemble the trophies to get them in overhead. So, I mean, it was a wonderful trip. We actually brought home 4 national titles. You see 3 in front of you. For all girl, for large dance, both in the NAI category. And then cheer, as I had mentioned at our last luncheon, had to compete up because there wasn't enough participation in the large co-ed division for NAIA. So we, as I said last, were getting fed to the wolves and going up in Division II, and we ended up coming all the way from 8th place in the bottom to win the Division II championship. Wow. So in that also gave us the NAIA title, which of course they weren't expecting the NAIA team to win Division II. So they were, awarding first and second to the NAIA. So in the mail is coming our 4th banner and our NAIA trophy for large co-ed. So that'll be kind of cool coming in as well. We also, Miss Tasha, will you stand up? Tasha received an award herself this weekend, receiving innovative choreography for the large dance division. And it was great because that's the first time that she's received that in the past 3 years. And it was wonderful to put her name up there along with basically the stamping the routine that had just won national championship. So, and then we also received a runner-up in mascot division. Darcy came in second. And we also, the pom team competed Division II because there's not an NAI pom or hip-hop division either. And there were 19 teams in Division II hip-hop, and our pom team ended up runner-up by .096. Wow. I mean, it was so super close to almost winning 2 Division II championships. And so we were excited about that one too. We were waiting, it was so exciting, and then getting up there and then hearing the .096 was like, are you serious? That could have been like a hair flop. That could have been anything for that one. So that was frustrating at that point because we were so close. But that's good because we've never gotten that close, and this is going to make the kids even hungrier for next year because I know right now they're going to be. And then the final event for the weekend was stunt, and we competed against UCO from down the road. As you know, we've split with them. We won one, and then they won one, and now we went head-to-head for the finals. We started off super slow. Like, we almost needed a couple of timeouts just to go like run some laps and wake up for a minute. We lost every game in the first quarter. We were down by 4 games in the first quarter. We came back, we rallied together, got everyone going, and we came back and dominated and tied them up in the 4th quarter, 25-all. So we ended up going into overtime. We tied 3 straight overtimes in a row. We went to quadruple overtime and ended up losing 32-33 in the finals. So, yeah, I felt that way too. We were talking today about champions of character, and there was a point at our staff meeting, and I was like, yeah, that could have been a defining moment right there at 32-33 in the finals. But it was good. The kids, yes, we were definitely aggravated. We did not want to get runner-up, and it was after being on such a high from winning to come in second. It was a bummer. But the kids handled it great. I mean, they were true champions, and they went across and finished out the evening, and it was good. It was a good thing. We went and had our team meal, and pretty soon it was okay. Everything was better again. It just took a while to soak that in. That was one thing that was a big goal for us this year that we really wanted to accomplish, and we fell short in that area, but we had so many other things accomplished that was a milestone. So anyway, it was a great weekend. We're glad to be home. Kids are glad to be back in class so they can get caught up on some of the stuff, and great team pictures this morning. We're still kind of on a high from the others, and I'm hoping it'll last through tryouts. We've got a couple of weeks until tryouts, so I'm hoping we can hang in there till then. But any questions? Thank you for all your support.
It occurs to me that Coach Craigbaugh nor I have ever lost on a hair flip.
I was not even sarcastic, but you know what I mean.
It also occurs to me that the easy part would be taking it apart, but I'm wondering who actually put the trophies back together.
I did 2 of the 3, and I had one of the guys put the other together.
Well, I like it. And finally, I would say, I told a group earlier today that winning is more fun than losing, usually. And there is quite a difference between the first place monstrosity and the second place.
Yeah, the hip hop is the second one, the one that's NBA. That's the difference between first and second right there.
Well, really proud of what we've done there. And I'll just say that had I gone to this banquet, I would have told them that for most of my career, I would have said that cheer and spirit groups are one of the biggest pains in the backside I have dealt with as an administrator. And I say that honestly. But what I'd also say is the reason for that is because we always did it recreationally. We didn't really care if you showed up or not, and so generally people didn't show up and they didn't participate. And so when we decided that we were going to approach this in a more professional way, in a more competitive way, it's one of the best things that we've done. So very proud of you guys, really proud of our coaches, and I don't know where we will put all this, but we'll all right. So now we're going to move on to women's golf. I think I told Marty McCauley I wasn't sure if we'd made him get up and speak to us all year long, but today was the day he was going to bring it all together for us. So let's give a nice hand to our head coach.
Am I loud enough? Yep. First of all, I'm very envious of these trophies because last week we finished runner-up in a Division I golf tournament. The trophy was literally but it was still a nice little crystal trophy. But one more round of applause to Brandy. Not a whole lot to update. We played 2 tournaments since the last Blue-White Luncheon. We played at Houston Baptist University, which was a D1 event. We finished tied for 4th with the host school, Houston Baptist, so that kind of got us back in the groove after a month off. Last week we played up at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, which was also a Division I tournament. And we kind of crashed on our landing. We had a 12-shot lead with about 4 holes to go and struggled coming in. I'm hoping that we got that out of our way, so now that we're going into postseason, we'll really be able to bring home a conference and national championship. I'd like my 2 seniors that are here with me today stand up. Out of our 4 events we played this year, between Jessica and Taylor, they've both been the conference player of the week. So. We're currently ranked number 2 in the country in the coaches poll, which I feel is about right. It's hard to tell in NAIA because we don't get to play against each other much. It's not like most sports where you go and travel and play conference members head to head. We played this semester 3 Division I tournaments and only 1 NAIA tournament. In the one term we did play NAIA, we did win by 20 shots over, I think there was 5 top 15 teams there. So I feel good about where we are as a team. The competition's been great. And really looking forward to our conference championship, which is going to be held next Monday, Tuesday at Dornick Hills in Ardmore. So if anybody wants to make a road trip down, us and the men's program are both playing down there. We'd love to have any support you could bring us. Any questions? Thank you.
And finally, we're going to get a brief update on men's golf. So I know I've mentioned this at least twice this year, but recognition is a wonderful thing. Later this year, actually next month, our men's golf coach, Kyle Blaser, who has led us to 8 national championships in his 13 years on campus, will be inducted into the NAIA Coaching Hall of Fame. So let's give
We've had 1 tournament. We played at Louisiana Monroe last week. Actually, it was 2 weeks ago. I had a weekend off. We finished 3rd. We finished 3rd. 4 shots back of Sam Houston State, which it was a Division I tournament. It was a tournament that we'd won last year, so we were a little disappointed in the way we finished. We always like to repeat, defend our title. The team, though, made some strides, some positive strides. I've got a freshman who I think he'll probably be freshman player of the year, which we've had several, but he has gone from an average of 78 as a redshirt year to now he's been in contention in every term we've played. He's really, really improved, and it's not because of great coaching. It's that he's hard working every day on the golf course all summer. He's from Australia. He stayed here, played as many tournaments as he could. And now he's in contention every time. His brother happens to play on the team, and I give his brother a hard time. He's a junior, and he's a 2-time first-team All-American, probably a first-team All-American again this year. But older brother hasn't won yet. Younger brother has. So we've got a little bit of animosity amongst the brothers on our team. But we've got 4 kids, two seniors, Michael Palmer, Sondre Ronald, great leaders. Palmer will be a 4-time All-American. He was National Freshman of the Year. He's a great leader, in contention. I mean, he could go off and win. You watch him play. Most of you watched the Masters this weekend. He hits the ball as good as anybody on that TV. I mean, he is just smooth, and hopefully he'll find his groove come May. Sondre Ronald is a senior also. He's a great player, great leader. And then I've got the March of Science. My fifth spot, I know last time I spoke, it was wide open, and I had some volunteers out here in the crowd, but it's still open. I took Jacob Simon, who had been playing really well. He's still playing well. He struggled at the tournament. I took Scott Verplank, and he played well, and if he'd been in the top 5, we would have won the tournament. So those two are still battling. They battled yesterday. They're going to battle again tomorrow. Hopefully Mother Nature will let us battle, and we're going to play on Friday. So we're trying to sure up the lineup. As you know, Mother Nature's kind of like a yo-yo around here this time, and our golf games seem to follow it. We've been up and down. But again, Monday, Tuesday, conference tournament, Ardmore, Oklahoma. I think we start at 8:15. It's a unique event this year. It'll be the first time ever that the men and women will be on the same golf course, same day. The women will go off the back, we'll go off the front. And we thought that'd be a good way to, some of the teams coach both men and women, get them all together and get it over in one big punch. So anyway, we head to Oregon May 11th, which is right after finals, which I really don't like that. I'd like to have a little time to prepare. But we're going to battle through. We're currently ranked 2nd in the country, defending national champions. So I tell the guys, it doesn't matter what you rank. You still got the bullseye everywhere you go. Everybody wants to knock you off, and you're the talk of the show. So hopefully we'll step up to that, and we're defending national champions until somebody beats us. And I think with this experience and hunger that they've got, we can have a good end of the season. Are there any questions? Thank you. Hope to see y'all out in Ardmore.